Imagine you're crouched in a shadowy cave 50,000 years ago, the firelight flickering on your family's faces. A wolf howls outside, and you need to warn the others, fast. But there's no language, no words, just your hands, eyes, and the urgency in your chest. How did early humans share ideas, plan hunts, or tell stories without speaking as we do? The answer is a wild journey through grunts, gestures, and genius that built the roots of everything we say today. Stick with me. This story will leave you speechless. It's twilight in East Africa, 100,000 years ago. You're a Homo sapiens, part of a tight-knit band of 20, huddled on a savanna ridge. The air smells of dry grass and the faint musk of a nearby antelope herd. Your brother points at tracks in the dirt, his face tense. Danger or dinner? You nod, understanding instantly. Communication wasn't born with words. It started with survival. Archaeological evidence from Blombos Cave, South Africa, shows etched ochre stones from 75,000 years ago, suggesting symbolic thinking, marks that might have meant hunt here or safe camp. Your band relies on gestures. You wave your hand to signal come, point at your eyes for watch. Emotional pull. Picture a mother mimicking a deer at this gate to teach her child what to hunt, her smile bridging the gap where words don't exist. Surprising fact, early humans like Homo erectus, 1.8 million years ago, likely used basic vocalizations, grunts, hoots, or cries, similar to chimpanzees, as inferred from their skull shapes and throat anatomy. But suspense builds. Tonight, you're planning a hunt, and gestures alone might not be enough to coordinate. Will your band pull it off without a single word? As you signal the hunt, a child misreads your gesture. Did you just send her into danger? The child's safe. She was signaling, wait, not go. You breathe easier, but the close call shows the limits of hands alone. You're in a cave in what's now Spain, 40,000 years ago, surrounded by Neanderthals and early Homo sapiens. Your band paints red ochre dots on the wall. Each mark a message, a bison here, a river there. Shocking fact, cave art in El Castillo, Spain, dates back 40,800 years, some created by Neanderthals, proving they shared ideas visually too. These weren't just drawings, they were proto-communication, like ancient post-it notes. You carve a bone tally. Notches counting days since the last hunt, a system seen in finds from La Ferracie, France. Emotional depth. Around the fire you mimic a lion's roar, your hands clawing the air, teaching the young to fear it. Your band copies, bonding through shared sounds. Suspense spikes. A stranger approaches your camp, hands raised but making unfamiliar grunts. Friend or foe? You mirror his gestures, finding common ground. Surprising twist. Anthropologists suggest mirroring gestures built trust between groups, laying the groundwork for trade, as seen in 50,000-year-old obsidian tools swapped across Africa. But miscommunication could spark a fight. Will you risk it? As the stranger mimics your hand signs, a distant drumbeat echoes. Someone's sending a message. But what? The drumbeat's a warning. Another band signals predators nearby by pounding logs, a tactic inferred from ethnographic studies of early human-like groups. You're now in Europe, 35,000 years ago, where firelit nights spark new ways to connect. Your throat, unlike earlier ancestors, has a lowered larynx, perfect for varied sounds as seen in Homo sapiens fossils. You hum a tune, others join, creating rhythm. Shocking fact, bone flutes from Hohlfels, Germany, dated to 43,000 years ago, show music was communication, melodies to soothe, rally, or mourn. Picture an elder, voice cracking, chanting a story of a great hunt, her sounds mimicking hoofbeats. Young ones repeat, learning. This is proto-language, vocalizations paired with gestures, evolving into words. Surprising reveal. Language likely started as proto-language, single-syllable sounds with broad meanings like ma for mother or food, based on studies of early human brain size. Suspense builds. Your band's planning a mammoth hunt, but explaining flank left with grunts is tricky. A wrong signal could mean disaster. Can you innovate fast enough? You start assigning specific sounds to actions, a leap seen in later linguistic patterns, but danger looms. Rival bands with different proto-words cause confusion during trade. Will a misunderstanding turn violent? As you shout a new sound to redirect the hunt, a rival band's scout glares. Did he understand, or is conflict brewing? The scout backs off, recognizing your tone as peaceful. You're in the Levant, 15,000 years ago, where language is taking shape. Your band uses short phrases, combinations of sounds for fire, spear, run. Archaeological clues, like engraved ostrich eggshells from Deep Kloof, South Africa, suggest abstract symbols paired with speech to plan complex tasks. Emotional resonance. Around the hearth, you tell your daughter a tale of ancestors outwitting a leopard, words painting vivid images. Storytelling cements culture, as seen in oral traditions preserved in later societies. Surprising fact: language boosted brain power. Larger frontal lobes in Homo sapiens skulls from this era show improved memory for words, enabling planning and cooperation. Your band coordinates multi-day hunts, sharing meat with allies, a system evidenced by bone piles at Natufian sites. Suspense lingers. A drought forces migration. Can you teach your words to new allies to survive? You use hand signs and chants together, a dual system seen in early trade networks across Mesopotamia. EEP speaking your truth.